Exactly what it is. It's go forward. You know, we have to work without permission, especially as women in this industry. Who are we asking for permission to do what we want to do? That should be eradicated. You need to set a path and start walking. And that is what I've tried to do and what I try to encourage folks to do. Walk with me, let me walk with you, let's walk with each other. But I think, you know, so much of the industry is very permission based. And once you get out of your mind that you have to ask anyone to do what you want to do, you'll be better for it.
Ava Duvernay, Selma. When They See Us, 13th documentary. She's super dope. She a great one already. She from where Snoop Dogg from, Long Beach. What up? Shout out to Long Beach, California. But Ava, her resume speaks for itself. Ava Duvernay. Like I said, she's from California, Long Beach. A dope producer, writer, director. She started out, she kind of paved her own way. She came with my first time being familiar with her work with Selma. And she did an amazing job. It was a great timepiece. See, that's the good thing about movies and music. That's why they work together with one another. A good song can definitely take you back to a moment in time where you felt a certain way, you was with a certain person, or a certain situation was going on in your life. And just like a movie, like a good movie, Selma, ooh man, When They See Us, her film, her show, Queen Sugar, which is super dope. It takes you and give you a certain emotion on, how this person felt at that moment, or you how you felt at that moment, or how you felt about what you're seeing visually. So it's like music and film they both timeless. You know what I'm saying? I can always go back, watch a movie from the 60s, 70s, 80s that I think was dope, with some great art. I can go back and listen to a song. I can fast forward to the present. So art is timeless. So what Ava is talking about is, and this is big. She's a female director in Hollywood. She's paving her own way. She's uplifting others in the film industry. She's constantly working, being consistent, and bringing out dynamic content and art. She's someone that is knowledgeable about the film industry, and she's sharing her expertise with anyone who's willing to want to listen or want to hear. And she was saying, she was speaking, in particular to female directors or creators, but she was speaking to us all. You don't need permission to do what consumes you. You don't need permission, and what I mean, things that sit on your heart that's good, positive. And what I mean by consume you is something that you think about when you wake up, something you think about before you go to sleep. You're dreaming about it. It wakes you up like an alarm clock because you're trying to get at it and trying to figure it out or pursue whatever it is. You may want to hit the gym or stay committed to meditating, or you might want to go to the studio and record, or you might want to, hey, I got to rewrite this scene or this paragraph, or hey, let me send these emails, let me check these numbers, let me prepare my marketing for the next day. Whatever it is, don't stop yourself from doing it. Get out your own way. Don't wait for permission. Don't see what others doing. How are they doing it? Or maybe I should have did something like what they, listen. One of my favorite rappers, Biggie, Notorious Christopher Wallace, Notorious B.I.G. He said, you design yourself, and that's true. you know, it's like they say, what you project is what comes back to you. That's very true. That's positive, negative energy. And those who, you know, really deep into that, I'm not going into depth with that, but what I'm saying is, you know, it's manifestation. You know what I'm saying? You think about something, you work towards a goal, and you bring it to life. You make it a reality. And, you know, art, when you're creating, filmmaking, making movies, a song, whatever it may be, you know, they always want to say you need permission or rules, or there's no rules. You know, I've been fortunate enough, when I started my filmmaking career, I started organically from the ground up. My guy, Cheddar Man Films, check him out. He's dope. He mentored me. Honestly, I ain't know nothing about working the camera. I ain't know about no editing software. I ain't know nothing about I didn't know nothing. My man Cheddar Man Films put me on game. I ain't know nothing about it, but I was a student like I am today in 2021. I'm still a student, and I started filmmaking what it was like the beginning of 2012. I mean, when I actually picked up a camera, invested my money in equipment, things like that, to start bringing this art to the world. So that was 2012. We in 2021, and I'm still a student, and I'm still trying to, and I'm always going to try to get better and move without permission. And I mean, not like breaking laws and doing goofy, you know, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about, I'm always trying to be innovative within my own circle, what I'm trying to do. Not no competition, none of that. Just trying to compete with myself and push myself so I can get the best out of me, and I can show my, you know, my children or other little, you know, kids or the youth or people, you know, younger than me, older than me. It don't matter. I'm just trying to motivate and inspire because, man, we all need it. And just like Ava say, work without permission. Do what you want to do. Somebody gonna say, oh, you supposed to need these people on set. You supposed to have makeup. You supposed to have a grip. You supposed to have a mixer and a boom person. You supposed, man, you supposed to have all that. What if you ain't got that supposed to money? Then what? You not gonna do it? You're not gonna get that art out there? You're gonna use excuse after excuse after excuse, like, oh, well, I ain't, I tried to crowdfund for 120,000 and only got 5,000. Man, I can't even shoot the movie. Is you crazy? $5,000, man. There's people out here to shoot $5,000. People shoot 20 movies off that, and I'm not joking. I'm not, man, because there's people out here making dope content, dope videos, shorts, whatever, off of no budget, off their phones. So there's no excuse. It's just you gotta want it, and that, you know, it's just like in sports. You know, they say, oh, you can't teach height. You can't teach height. You can't teach somebody 6'11", naturally jumping and running and just athletic. You can't teach that. But another thing you can't teach is that will, that want to, that discipline. Can't teach that. So if you have time to do things that's not making you happy or moving your life forward in the direction you want to, start doing the things that's going to make you happy. Work without permission, like Ava say. For instance, you know, I talk about a lot of things on this channel, but, I talk about a lot of things doing film homage, but I try to keep it within the realms of filmmaking, you know. So, like Ava was saying, work without permission. So, like, for instance, when you're shooting different scenes, you know, close-ups, mediums, wides, whatever, they have a rule called the 180-degree rule. And what it is if you have a subject on one side, you can't go or shoot on the opposite side because it'll damage, or it's breaking the rules. It'll make the the audience confused. They don't know who to look at as far as the scene. Listen, if it looks good, if it's amazing, do it. If it's dope in your eyes, do it. Do whatever you want to do. Then when you go back, like I do, and critique, and be like, oh man, I messed up. Man, when I go crazy and go through my stressing and like, I should have did this and that, woo, whatever. That's when you be like, oh, okay, I changed it. I learned from it, because the best teacher is experience. Until you do it, fail, and be like, okay, I'm going to do it better this time. I'll approach it this way. That's the only way you can learn and grow. So keep writing, keep creating them stories, keep filming, and keep enjoying life and your loved ones. Stay focused. Film high.